My name is Sarah, and welcome to the Bookish Knitter, and welcome to another daily reading vlog. Today is the 28th of January. No, it's not February 14th. Despite the pink t-shirt, the pink glasses, and my pink heart moose ears, I guess. Tomorrow, on Wednesday, will go up my February TBR, and I just filmed it now, so hence the cute little heart headband that I'm wearing. I thought I'm going to keep it on for this introduction to this video, just because it's super cute. So yeah, welcome to the vlog, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Yeah, so not much to report. Didn't do much more reading last night. But I am currently reading The Secret Network by Marie Farinella, the first book in the Colton 911 Chicago series. I'm about 30% of the way through that one. And I am also currently reading X Marks the Spot by Gloria Chow, which I'm about 10% of the way through. It is a YA contemporary book, and I'm enjoying it so far. Yeah, I don't have much to report on it. I'm not going to keep this clip very long. This is just the hello, welcome to the vlog. Not much planned for today. I am hoping to do a lot of knitting, and I am hoping to do some relaxing. Sorry, this is starting to hurt my head. It kind of pokes into the sides. And I'm hoping to do some knitting and stuff today, and watch some BookTube, get caught up on that, do some reading. I would like to get to the library today, either today or tomorrow. I do need to return my books. They're due back on the 31st on Friday. And Garrett's actually off work on Thursday and Friday. So we're going to spend that time together. So I don't want to be doing running around. So maybe I'll try and go today or tomorrow. I might even take some books out of the library. We shall see. We shall see. And if I do go to the library, I'll take you guys with me. But yeah, so that's about it on the docket for today, my friends. I will check in with you later. Bye, everybody. Hello, friends. It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and it is lunchtime. So I'm in the kitchen. And I am going to make I'm going to make myself a turkey sandwich. I think I'm going to have some soup. I haven't decided. I don't know what's in the cupboard. Hold on. Let's have a look, see, shall we? I have ramen noodles, which are always good. Ramen noodles are always good. I've also got Lipton's. I love this stuff. So when I was in the so I have packets of, cup of soup, and I can't eat them anymore. Because when I was in the hospital, I was eating them all the time. And I tried to have it the other day, and as soon as I smelled it, it completely turned my stomach. But this stuff is different, I think. So I think I'm going to have a turkey sandwich in this. That's going to be my lunch. But anyway, on the reading front. So I am now about 50% of the way through The Secret Network by Marie Farinella, and I am really enjoying it. I hope to finish that in the next day or so. Maybe even later today. I mean, who knows? I might get a lot of reading done. I am working on some cross stitch. So I decided to I had a copy of X Marks the Spot on audio. So I decided to pick it up on audio. So that's how I'm listening to it right now. So I'm going to actually do that while I am making and eating my lunch, is pop that on audio for a little bit. Missy just ran past. There she is. So anyway, so I'm going to pop that on audio. I'm about 20% of the way through that one right now. But yeah, so I just thought I'd check in, and that's about it. I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Bye. I also just meant to add that I'm waiting for my water to boil right now, so I just thought about this. I had mentioned that I might go to the library, and that's not going to happen because my mom went out, which is fine. She went out with her friend, but I did just get a call from the hospital about 20 minutes ago. Excuse me. And we were just going over my medication and stuff like that. So they want me to get blood work done tomorrow. So I think what I'm going to do is, when my mom gets home, as long as she's got nothing to do tomorrow, is I am going to borrow the car. It sounds so funny, like, that I have to borrow the car at 46 years old. To borrow the car to go and get my blood work done. And I thought, well, I'm out tomorrow. I'll go to the library. So library will be happening tomorrow, not today. And it looks super bright outside. It is bright outside. We had pretty bad windstorm last night, but we did get some snow. So yeah, it looks pretty outside right now. But yeah, that's it. Anyway, I meant to update that because I know I mentioned it earlier, but tomorrow we will be going to the library, so stay tuned for that vlog. But anyway, that's it, guys. Okay, I'm gonna go finish making my lunch. Bye. Hello, friends. You are getting all the clips in today's vlog. So sorry about the glare with my glasses. I'm up in my bedroom, and I've got the window open in front of me. I'm just going to show you my crafting right now, my cross stitch. I'll show you my sweater when I do the last clip of the vlog. But I'm putting this away for now. I've done actually about 160 stitches on this today, so I'm pretty pleased with that. And this week we have picked back up the Festive Pumpkin Cottage. And this is a design by the Witchy Stitcher. And what I have added in is that little pumpkin, excuse me, that little pumpkin guy. So I'm working on that little section right there. And then I'm going to work up the tree the rest of this week. So yeah, that's what I've done. So like I said, put about 160 stitches in. That's where we are. And yeah, anyway, I'll check in with you guys in a little bit. Bye. Hi friends, and welcome to the final clip of the vlog. So it is 6:30 at night. I just finished my dinner. I drove Garrett to work. It is snowing outside a little bit, not a lot, but enough to be a pain in the butt. And I came home, and the other night I made spaghetti for dinner. So when I make spaghetti, I actually had one of you ask in the comments my spaghetti sauce recipe, and I will share it. I shared it in the comment, but there is no recipe. It's basically ground beef, however much you want to use. I use half a pound because it's just Garrett and I. And then I add whatever tomato sauce happens to be on sale, or whatever spaghetti sauce happens to be on sale, usually something from a can. Hunt's, I think, is the brand that we use, the thick and chunky. I usually like the spicy one, but that one we didn't have this time. I think we got 4 cheese. I think that's the one that we got this time. It's a mishmash. Every time it's a little bit different. So I brown the ground beef. I usually add onion and green pepper and mushroom. We didn't have mushroom this time either because I forgot to get it at the store. But, you know, so I did have mushroom, or I did have green pepper and onion, and I sauteed those to get them just a little bit softer than, hand cream time again. I just did the dishes, so that's why. And so yeah, so then I brown the ground beef, saute the vegetables, and I put them all together, add in that thing of pasta sauce, and then seasoning, you know, salt, pepper on the ground beef. Actually, this time we used ground beef and pork, like it was mixed together. We didn't realize, or Garrett didn't realize when he was grabbing it at the grocery store, he thought it was just the lean ground beef, or the extra lean ground beef, because I use extra lean, but it was lean ground beef and pork, and it actually gave a nice little different type of flavor to it, so I quite liked it. But anyway, and then I add Italian seasoning, and actually this time I also added some Parmesan cheese, which was quite lovely. And then, yeah, I cook it all together, and then we eat dinner. And the thing is, because Garrett, the hours that Garrett works versus, you know, when I eat my dinner, is I actually cooked it earlier in the afternoon on Sunday. Excuse me. And I let it cool, and then I put it in a container, and I put it in the fridge. And then I went to go eat dinner like at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, and then Garrett didn't eat it till like 3 in the morning when he gets home, which is like his like dinner time, if you will. And then I ate it the next night as well. And I always find it's better like the next night after it's had time to sit. I feel the same way about chili as well. So anyway, so when I had made the spaghetti sauce the other night, I only used half a pound of ground beef, like I said, because it was just Garrett and I eating it. So the other half, I cooked the ground beef, but I split it in half. I used half for the spaghetti sauce. I put the other half in a container in the fridge. And then tonight, after I dropped Garrett off and I came home, I cooked that back up, like I reheated it, put it in the skillet with the taco seasoning and the water mix. So I made taco meat essentially, and I had tacos for dinner, which was delicious. Taco Tuesday. So that was my dinner tonight, in case you are all curious, because I'm sure you are, because my life is so interesting. So anyway, that was that. Reading update. So I am now about halfway through The Secret Network by Marie Ferrarella. I was kind of sort of hoping to get this one done today. I don't think so. I think I'll get it done tomorrow. And then I'm also now about 30% of the way through X Marks the Spot by Gloria Chow. Now, I did mention that I was listening to this one a bit on audio. I popped it on audio, and I listened to it for about an hour. So I listened to it for a bit while I was cross-stitching, and then I listened to it while I was having my lunch. I stopped listening to it on audio because I am not liking the narrator. I am really having a hard time with audio lately. I really, really am. I want to listen to audio. I want to have something to listen to while I'm in the car, or while, like, you know, the times I'm driving Garrett back and forth to work, or, you know, if I'm making spaghetti sauce, or if I'm making my dinner, or whatever the case may be. But I just can't get into it. I just can't do it. I keep finding something, like in this one, I didn't like the narrator, and also there's text messages in this one, and I don't like text messages via audio. And I'm just like, you know what? Nope. So back to the book. That seems to be where I'm at right now. And I'm not going to force it anymore. If audio is not for me right now, audio is not for me right now. Eventually it will be again. And I go through cycles like this, and it's fine. But I did pop back on some podcasts. So I was listening to some started listening to a podcast after I dropped Garrett off at work. So I'm excited about that. I'm listening to is it Stuff You Should Know? There's a bunch of them. There's Stuff You Should Know, Stuff You Missed in History Class. I love Sawbones. I've talked about that one before. Welcome to Hell, of course. There's a new one called is it called I Beg Your Pardon? And if you guys follow, or if you guys are on Instagram, there's a gentleman by the name of Nurse John. That's his Instagram name. And he is a nurse. He's a legitimate nurse, but he's a comedian as well. He's on tour right now, I think. But he does these sketches, and they're phenomenal. He is so funny. If you are in the medical field, if you have been in a medical setting for a long time, you can appreciate a lot of the things that he discusses and talks about. So I've subscribed to his podcast. I haven't listened to one yet, so I can't recommend his podcast. But I know from his Instagram and stuff like that, he's quite funny. So I'm looking forward to listening to the podcast. But yeah, so I've subscribed to a bunch of them on Spotify. So I think that might be my listening, while I'm cooking or while I am, whatever. So anyway, last but not least, before I let you guys go for this episode, like this is a podcast too, for this video, I'm stuck. I am going to show you my sweater. So not terribly interesting. I feel like I knit a lot on this, but I really didn't. But the rows keep getting bigger because I'm making it bigger as I go. So every other row I'm adding 8 stitches, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it is. So that's where I was yesterday when I showed you guys. So I got that much done. It's about ½ an inch maybe. So yeah. So that's where we are now. This is the slow part, is doing the increases for like the sleeves and the body and stuff like that. And then I think I have another 16 rows to do. And then, so that should be in the next day or so, I'll get that done. And then I put the sleeves on hold. So I take this, the sleeves are being built into this. So then I put the sleeves on hold. You guys will see all this. And then you're doing the body, which goes really quickly. So yeah, so that's where I was. That's how much I've gotten done. Not very exciting. But yeah, so anyway, guys, that is it. I will talk to you all tomorrow. Please like and subscribe the video if you liked it. And until next time, take care and happy reading, everybody. Bye.